What's up, everyone? Another video in the redesign website development, diving deep into the website video. So this actually, I don't know what happened. I have to go back to the first one. So this is actually my parents' company. It's like the family business. Yeah, I say we because I done my part. I definitely worked in this business, and yeah, I definitely consider it like our business, but of course I don't do anything in it. But I was marketing and a little bit here and there. That's it. But that being said, so current state was that they had like a website, more like a classic website, not like a web shop, just simple or organic people to contact by phone, email, just sending in forms and visiting us locally because we have a quite big property where we store everything, so it's like a shop and storage in one. So people come to our house and then they order stuff or buy the stuff. It has been SEO being optimized for SEO for years. My dad was actually pretty good like 20 years ago when he started like doing ads, Google ads right away. So that's kind of like what it's looking like, the current situation. But then a partner, as in a guy who buys from us, but also started himself, and we kind of helped him starting up. He started in Germany because he's German, and he's doing Google ads and like specifically like merchant center shop and setting that whole system up, and he's been doing pretty well. So because we've usually just been done clicks on Google and try to optimize for keywords, but that's of course like a quite different approach, but it's done very well. So that's kind of like the thing we're trying to do. So what I did is I set up a web shop in addition. So if you click this, you go to the web shop. This is a WordPress website, and I'm a big fan of Shopify. So I told them like, if we want to like optimize for web shop and e-commerce, I definitely want to go to Shopify. SEO wise, it's not the best, I can admit that, because of course you can see if you would have built everything within this website, because this is like a good authority on the domain and good everything built up throughout the years, it would have been pretty decent. But I just know in the future, like to future-proof the web shop, Shopify is so much better, especially if we start adding products and try to optimize order value, conversion rate, all that shebang. Shopify is the way to go. So that's why we made a shop in addition to you can call it the old classic website. So I don't want to go too much in detail about this website, but I do want to go into detail about the web shop. So as you can see, I added a lot products on top, because we have quite a big assortment in Dutch, but just stock of different products. So here we kind of have all the categories. So stakes, you can call it, the actual fencing, gates. These are like screens, and then like bloom flower beds, and then like small things like this we also try to add. So this is like, we have a lot of decent pictures because we actually also place it. I was actually on this job as well, placing it. So there's a lot of like cool things we can show. This is the section about showing projects. So that's kind of the homepage, and then I try to add a little bit more like upsell, because there's a lot of interesting products. This is like a classic setup of this kind of projects. You need always the same thing. So you need fencing, you need a gate, and you need the stakes. That's why I'm like, what do you need for your next project? And I added like all the 3 different parts of a project you would need for sure, because for this fence you need the stakes to screw them and have them like stable, and then usually you need a gate to get into the property or out of this domain. And then you can add like the amount, and you can select because there's a lot of different variants, as you can see. So I thought this was kind of like a nice way, and then you save a little bit. It's like a nice little upsell thing I tried. Then into like the actual product page, because in my head that's the most important. So you can kind of see some variations, but this is the most important. Also, this product is the most important in the whole scenario, and then this page, the product page, is so important for web shops. So what I definitely wanted on this web shop, that's also why I went for Shopify, because it's so much easier. It's like swatches, you can call them, not like a drop-down menu where you click and then it shows up. I want swatches so people can see all the variations and the differences, not that you have to click down, because it's stuff like that, but that does so well for conversion. And especially if you think about mobile, you want it to be clickable like this. You want to make it easy. So that's like, I would say, the main thing. That's like stuff like this on Shopify is just so much easier. And then kind of like optimizing this, so we have like different FAQ, sending, and then product description, like what it's used for, the benefits, why choose for this. And this is kind of like where we now try to optimize it. Like here we also say check out the stakes, because like I said, these and these always go together. And it's kind of the same thing as we showed before. Integrated Google reviews. This is from our Google business profile again, but that's of course linked to the whole thing. So this is our products. Not too sure about Google reviews, because I would say like I'm such a big fan of Google reviews and like Google business profiles, but that's more for local businesses, and we are like a local business, but here we're also like a web shop. So potentially in the future I want to change this into like maybe Judge Me reviews, where you can show pictures and like a little bit more like integrate into the products, because for example in Judge Me you can have like reviews per product, and so it's a little bit weighing up to whatever is the best, because this of course we have like 25 reviews, which is like not good or not bad, but it's decent. But yeah, it's like a start. Here we try to add more upsells, like this for example, like thing you can add to the stakes so they stay longer, because this is where the black part is where the ground hits, so they don't like, they go longer, because the ground of course is where there's most, like it has to endure the most. So stuff like that, just like simple upsells. Next up we try to probably add some like screws and stuff like that, because you need it to, of course, you need to install this as well if we don't do it. So yeah, that's kind of like a quick like overview. I can show you, for example, here, like all these kind of things, screws and a hammer, like you need to drill the holes in the ground, so you need that as well. There's like a few like interesting things we can see. And then here we have like a page for promotions, like sale, whatever. You can see this is like a sale. And this also, next thing we would try to do is like add all the leftovers. We have like small things that we don't really, that's like leftover from another product, like it's maybe like a half a roll. We don't really want to sell it as like a full-on like new product, but you do want to sell it because it's like still it's a good product and it's still worth like maybe $50, so why not try to sell it? So that's kind of like the next one. So yeah, like it's quite a simple website, but that's kind of why we want to start. Make it simple and at least get some sales through it, and then we optimize it in the long run. So that's kind of where we are at now. English sometimes, man. No, it's me talking too fast. So yeah, that's like a quick little project and showcase. That's doing decent actually, to be honest. Of course, generating quite a lot of traffic from this, so people go to the webshop from here. I think so far we have like maybe like a few thousand in revenue, just like organically, you can say. So that's nice. But definitely thinking how we can optimize the whole flow, because people order and then we don't always drive. We do deliver, but of course you want it to be like a decent ticket size or order size if you want to deliver, because you don't want to drive like for $50 to 2 hour. You want to like at least 500-600. So, and it's my mom driving, so she doesn't want to like drive the whole day every day, so it needs to be worth it. So that's kind of like the next project we're kind of like optimizing for, and maybe for example giving discount if people pick up at the store, because then we just put it ready and then that's it. So yeah, that's a few things that are that's up. So I would say this is a quite simple video, but I think it was a nice project because it's a little different. It's not a redesign, but it's more like I said, a continuation of what's already existing. Maybe I can show this actually. So these are like all kind of products we've done. So my brother is pretty good at taking pictures when he goes and places it. So that's like yeah, that's like a cool extra. I think it makes it a lot more easy for people to understand what we can do and how it looks on the houses. Because yeah, it looks good. It's our van. So yeah, it's a simple video, and I hope you enjoyed. And then until the next one.